Okay, guys, so this is part two. I wanted to get into the kill streaks now. So a bunch of rumored kill streaks have been leaked through Kotaku, the same website, and some interesting ideas. I mean, nothing groundbreaking so far, but the first thing I want to talk about is the EMP grenade. So it sounds like the EMP is coming back. Obviously, it temporarily takes out all area electronics, much like the EMP. Now, the fact that it's called a grenade, maybe that means it's more of a localized weapon, if that makes sense, so it doesn't cover the entire playing field. That's the only thing the reason I can think of making it a grenade rather than the standard EMP that you called in for Modern Warfare 2. Next up is something that could definitely prove to be annoying if the RCXD was any indication, but kind of fun probably. It's called Little Bird. It's a tiny remote-controlled helicopter. Now, there's two trains of thought here. One is that it will be able to explode like an RCXD. The other one is that it will be more like the Homefront spy helicopter, which it's kind of like a drone, so you control it, but it's actually more just to see where the enemy is, maybe mark enemies, who knows. So there's a couple takes on that, but no one really knows what Little Bird is going to be. All I know is remote-controlled little helicopters running around could be annoying, but we'll see what happens. I don't want to be negative. Precision airstrike sounds like it's coming back, and so is the stealth bomber. Hopefully they're actually made decent this time, so people use them. In the past, pretty much nobody used those two kill streaks. Remote turret sounds like a SAM turret that you actually control. Now, this one kind of throws me off. If it's real, I mean, would you really want to just sit and control a SAM turret? Or not a SAM turret, I'm sorry. A sentry gun, a sentry turret. If that's what it is, I don't really get the point. It seems kind of boring to me. But more details will come out on that. Directional UAV. Now, this is a UAV that can be directed into areas. So what I'm picturing here is a motion sensor, or almost like a combination of the motion sensor and the camera spike. So basically, you set it down, it's facing one direction, but it's going to give you a UAV for that whole area. So that actually sounds really cool, and it would give you a better idea of the direction people are in, and maybe it would give them the only advantage I can think of over the regular UAV, because that covers the whole map. Possibly directional UAV would be more like a Blackbird, maybe actually give you the direction of people, unless they're taking out the UAV, which I can't imagine. It's been such a staple, but the directional UAV sounds interesting. We'll definitely have to find out more details to see what that's about. Next up is remote mortar, where you direct a mortar team using a zoomable camera to call in your strikes. Doesn't sound that much different than the old mortar team, other than the zooming in part, so maybe it'll be a cooler 3D effect. Next stop is an airdrop trap. Now, this is really interesting because it's also going to go along with something else called the escort airdrop. One is a protected airdrop, which I'm assuming means when the airdrop comes in, the enemy cannot empty it. Now, that's a great idea, because one of the reasons I never use care packages, because half the time you get killed trying to protect it. So unless you're using it as bait, it's pretty much an annoyance. But the airdrop trap kind of takes away the Hacker Pro advantage, which maybe that means it's not coming back. But I think it's kind of cool if you can bring in an airdrop strictly to be a trap. It's basically going to make it so people aren't going to go after your care packages, and if they do, I'd almost rather have that than a regular care package, because care packages to me are just annoying. Next up is ammo resupply, which is an ammo reloading drop. Now, it's funny because this is one of the ideas I had in my perk video, and it got a pretty weak review, and I can understand why. I mean, I don't think I would use it, especially if Scavenger comes back. But yeah, that is one of the rumors. Now, maybe if they make it a really small kill streak, maybe a 3 kill streak, I could see it being worth it. But for the most part, I don't really understand it. And however, there's big kill streak news, and that is the early rumor out is they have taken out the tactical nuke. And this is giant news for a lot of people. I mean, the nuke was hated and loved by everyone, including me. It was fun to get a nuke. In fact, it's one of the most exciting things in any game that I can think of. But at the same time, it's really annoying because you can go into a game of domination and you have 4 guys who are just sitting in corners going for their nuke. Having said all that, and having played Black Ops where people do the same thing even though there is no nuke, I don't know if the nuke is cause of that. People camp to camp. So I'm really torn on the subject, but yeah, that's the early rumor, guys. No nuke coming back. So let me know in the comments what you think of these new kill streaks. I'm not really impressed, or it sounds like kind of like the same old thing. But the new kill streaks, but more importantly, let me know what you think of the nuke not coming back. Once again, that is the early leak details from Kotaku. The nuke is not coming back in Modern Warfare 3. and I'm sure we'll get some interesting opinions on that. So once again, give me your thoughts. Like I said, nothing groundbreaking in my opinion with these new kill streaks. So I'm really hoping they add some more ideas because I want something new and exciting, and definitely none of these are exciting. So that's it, guys. As always, leave a comment. I will talk to you guys later.